amazing finish.
Gonzaga head coach Mark Few said his team had to dig deeper than they've had to in years to find a way to beat UCLA in overtime. And it took that incredible half-court shot at the buzzer from freshman Jalen Suggs. A shot he says he practices daily in practice but hadn't been making lately. Still, he put it up with confidence. His coach said he had complete confidence in Suggs. He knew it was going in. He just has this magical aura about him. And because of that magical aura, Gonzaga's magical season continues.
Let's look ahead to tomorrow night's action. Gonzaga and Baylor were the top two teams in the preseason poll. 5 months later, they're meeting in the title game. It's just the 5th time ever that the preseason top two teams went on to meet in the title game. Now, these have been the best two teams all year. They have combined 967 win percentage, the 3rd highest in any NCAA tournament game all time, and the highest ever between teams meeting in the title game. And both Gonzaga and Baylor are playing in their 2nd title game, and both are seeking their 1st championship. This is the 4th time since the field expanded in 1985 that the title game features two teams seeking their 1st championship.
So Dick Vitale back with us this morning on SportsCenter. Dickie V, wire-to-wire powerhouses finally meeting for all the marbles on Monday. We know you're not an easily excitable guy. So what's going to fire you up for the title game?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You got two of the best teams in the country playing, and that's the way it should be. We got number 1, number 2 preseason going head-to-head. I think that's just a great way to finish the season. You look at this matchup, it is really going to be dynamite. You look certainly at Gonzaga with their great scoring power, the ability to score big. You talk about Baylor. Baylor defends well, and they shoot the three so well. When you look at Baylor, they lead the nation in making threes. So that's going to be an area that Gonzaga is going to have to cover. But then you look at Gonzaga, they lead the nation in scoring, lead the nation field goal percentage, and they also do a great job sharing the ball. Lead the nation in assists per game, 18 assists per game. So it's going to be I think, a great basketball game. I think the team that defends exceptionally well, and from that I give a little edge defensively to Baylor. They really come after you defensively. They haven't had the survive and advance kind of game. Some people would say Villanova. Villanova was up 7.5 on Baylor, but Baylor in the second half took command, outscored them by 18 in the second half to win. So the bottom line is, you look now at Gonzaga. They always said, my buddy Jimmy V used to always say, Dickie V, I'll tell you one thing, to win a national title, you have to have a game where you survive and you advance. When you look at Gonzaga, did they survive and advance against the gutty, tenacious UCLA team who really captivated the nation? Mick Cronin's club, they wouldn't back down from anyone. And Jazang was unbelievable through the entire tournament. Hard to believe that he didn't get many minutes and then become a star at Kentucky. I can't wait. Are you kidding me? I'm doing a game, Gary, on ESPN International with Sean McDonough, and I want to start right now. I want to go, Gary, lots of luck in your career. This is your first time we're hooking up. I wish you all the luck in the world. Catch me, 42 years, and I'll tell you this. Right now, I'm going to Mass for Easter and saying some prayers. It's been tough getting up early. I told Tony, getting up early is tough. I couldn't sleep last night after that game. That game was incredible. And that's why I'll close with this. I've said it once. I'll say it again. College basketball March Madness is the greatest sporting event of them all. One time, the drama, the enthusiasm, the unbelievable intensity and the emotion separates it from everything else.
Dickie V, thank you so much for the passion so early on this Easter Sunday. My only request, please just try to get a little bit of rest before you're on the call Monday for the national title with Sean McDonough. Happy Easter, and thanks so much this morning.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to SportsCenter. Tony Collins, Gary Streisky on this Sunday. We start really the only place to start because there's no question that we saw the shot of the tournament to end the game of the tournament, at least so far.
Yeah, so fitting we start this Easter Sunday with an incredible display of bunnies from one of the best players in the country, from one of the best games you will see, point blank, period. NCAA Men's Final Four, the second semifinal, Jalen Suggs is 1 seed, Gonzaga facing 11 seed UCLA. The bunnies were promised, there it is. Cody Riley thinks he had the easy lay-in. Suggs had different plans, finds Drew Timme in transition. What a block, what a dime, what a sequence by the Zags, who lead by 2 after that. Timmy finished with 25 points. Ensuing UCLA possession, under 90 seconds left, you knew you were going to see a lot of him. Johnny Juzang from the baseline pull-up, cash. Ties the game at 79. He had a game-high 29. 5 seconds left, game tied 81. Juzang drives the lane. Plenty of contact. You heard the whistle on Juzang. Gets called for a charge. Misses the shot. Drew Timmy there, takes it. Here's head coach Mark Few on the call.
Yeah, hey, listen, you've been with us all year. First of all, he's our best charge taker by far. And so, yeah, I mean, I don't know how I felt about that, especially with 4 fouls. But, you know, he took it. God bless him. And that was a big play. And then, you know, hey, I mean, we've been going to him all year.
And now we go to overtime. Under 10 seconds left in OT. UCLA trailing by 2. It's Juzang in the paint. Floater, no. Rebound, yes. Put back, better. 3 seconds left. No timeout called by Gonzaga. Jalen Suggs. Cash money. Bang. That sends Gonzaga to the national championship at the buzzer. Suggs from 33 feet out. The phenomenal freshman had 16 points. None more beautiful than this. Had a dozen D1 college football scholarship offers as quarterback. The dude has range. Here's how it sounded from the kennel in Gonzaga, their home court. Zags fans loved it. Suggs loved it more.
Well, I've always wanted to run up on the table and, you know, like Kobe and D-Wade and go like that. And, I mean, that's the first thing I did.
Yes, he did. Gonzaga wins 93-90. Suggs is the hero, and head coach Mark Few knew that is exactly how it was going to be.
I knew we were good because it was in Jalen's hands. And again, we work. We haven't had many games like this, but we work on a lot. We've worked probably more on in-game situations this year than I ever have, just because I knew, you know, we needed that. And he makes shots. He's got that magical aura. He makes them in practice, you know, all the time. It's been crazy this year how many he's made in practice where we're last second shots. So I felt pretty good. I was staring right at it, and I was like, that's in. So, and it was. So I've always said a football game, a section championship against Benil St. Margaret my senior year was my greatest sports moment that I've been a part of. The skyrockets above that. I mean, it was nuts, and I still can't speak. I mean, I have a million things going on in my head, and I just can't believe that happened. I don't think it's really going to hit me, you know, until I wake up tomorrow, but, I mean, tonight was special.
Insane night as we say good morning to Dick Vitale. Dickie B, you got no sleep, and you've been around the game of basketball for over 50 years. Where does this game rank among the all-time greats you've seen during your time in the sport?
You know, Tony, think about this. You can't have a game played any more dramatic, any more better than it was played. Unbelievable. Both teams shot brilliantly, 59%, 58%, only 10 turnovers. The drama, the emotion, the intensity, and what's at stake, so special. We've had so many great games over the years, and that's why they call it March Madness 92, and you got Leighton with that shot. We think about Jenkins with Villanova against North Carolina, and now Mr. Suggs. That shot forever, ever will be unbelievable. I'll tell you, I was so excited watching that game. I can't tell you the unbelievable watching that performance. I've been around a lot of years, and I'm telling you, it's tough to find anything any better. But that's why we call it March Madness. And what about a tribute to UCLA? Comes in as a play-in team, and they battled and battled and battled. And certainly their call's been survive and advance, and they've been doing that. But in this game here, you talk about survive and advance. I love Mark Few. So we practice that. He makes that all the time. Come on, Mark. You can't possibly believe that shot is going to be good from 30-some feet out, pressure like crazy. But you know what? I guess the prayers really worked because, wow, that was unbelievable. I haven't seen so many games that had me jumping up and down. My wife was trying to control me. Said, calm down. Wow. I can't wait to do the championship game on ESPN International with Sean McDonough. We're going to have some battle. Isn't it ironic? We got number one and number 2 preseason playing for a national championship.
It is a wish come true. Gonzaga, by the way, the first team since Indiana State in 1979 to enter the title game undefeated. Dick Vitale with us on SportsCenter breaking it down. Thank you, Dickie V. Gary, you know, there have been several memorable buzzer beaters over the men's year tournament. 1983 national championship game, Lorenzo Charles threw down Derek Wittenberg's prayer that came up short, leaving Coach Jimmy V looking for someone to hug.
The iconic celebration. Then in 1990, 2 days after Tate George's buzzer beater sent UConn to the Elite Eight, Christian Laettner sent the Huskies home with the leaner at the buzzer. Duke wins to advance to the Final Four. Laettner, a likable guy.
Laettner at it again 2 years later, this time against Kentucky with Duke down 1 in overtime. Grant Hill fired the long inbound pass to Laettner, who hit the game winner turnaround jumper, what's known as the shot.
All right, let's go to 2016 title game between Villanova and North Carolina. Game tied under 5 seconds left. Chris Jenkins inbounds the ball, gets it back, hits the game-winning 3 to give the Wildcats the national title.
Now let's go to the first game of the day. We had Baylor and Houston, and you know, here's the thing. Houston had a hot start. Sophomore Marcus Sasser came out firing. He had 17 points in the first half, but that fizzled in a hurry. That would be Houston's last lead of the day. 6 minutes left in the first half. Jared Butler would knock down this 3. Baylor up by 13. Butler had 17 first half points. Now, you know, it was insane because Baylor having their way on offense. Sasser carried the scoring for the Cougars in the first half, making 17 of the team's top 20 points, going 6 for 11 from the floor. Second half, Meyer knocking down the 3, 12 coming off the bench. Baylor's bench outscored Houston's bench 30-11. Baylor with